Hey there, Jen here. So we are just working through the steps in my e-guide that lines out how to get off the dieting roller coaster. Okay, so last but not least, after going through how I want my life to be, the feeling that I thought that goal weight would create for me, then the fear around that, letting that go, then the faith it's going to take to do that, and then the facts of what really happened. Last but not least is a huge, huge thing, and it's all about your beliefs, and it's forgiveness. Love, prayer, and forgiveness. We don't necessarily all have the same belief system, of course, but forgiveness is key. If we want to change, we've got to be able to admit there were probably mistakes made. And the thing is, sometimes we hold that against people, or even more importantly, ourselves, but mistakes are always forgivable if we just have the courage to admit them, right? So what I learned in Mark David, who is the founder for the Institute for the Psychology of Eating, which is where I was trained and certified, what he says in his book is that it needs our list of people that we need to forgive. It needs to include the 3 people that you likely need to forgive the most, which is often your parents and yourself. And the truth is, I will never forget the day that I was backing up, I was a weight loss consultant for a leading weight loss company. And I was like sitting there, and really I had just gotten to goal pretty recently. And then I was sitting there coaching people, and I was watching them like be, successful with their program or not, but I was envious of the people that were. But the thing was, like, I had already gotten to goal, and then I began to see that it didn't actually create that feeling I was hoping. I wasn't happy. It didn't change anything except my outside, right? The temple, it does matter. But like, my life wasn't any different, and I was really struggling to forgive myself for struggling so bad to stay at goal. And because the truth was, like, I had put on like 5 pounds, and I just could not let it go. I was like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I told my consultant, I was like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm broken. And it wasn't that I was broken, but I truly believe when I got to goal and realized it did not make me happy after 20 plus years of trying, the goal weight itself, it actually lost power. Like, all of a sudden it didn't matter anymore, really, because I knew that the goal itself wouldn't make me happy. That was very discombobulating though, right? Because it was 20 plus years of that. So anyways, beside the point, I was sitting there and I remember thinking, okay, oh my gosh, I just have to forgive myself. Like, what if I just let it go? I've been through some really hard things, and yeah, I used food to cope. I was a totally emotional eater over here, but what's the crime in that? No one else cares except me, right? I understood. But you know what I mean? It's like, I'm so hard on myself, but my friends and family, they love me. They don't care if I'm like a certain number, or 5 pounds or 10 pounds more, or 5 or 10 pounds less. No one liked me any differently. In fact, if I'm totally honest, some girls were really rude to me. And at least that's how I felt, perception. But anyways, so forgiveness, it's super important. And one thing that I did learn is atonement and forgiveness are different. If I forgive myself and I forgive the other people aren't necessarily gonna forgive, like, let it go. They might not like let me off the hook. They might still be mad at me, but at least I forgive them if there was conflict. So that's been critical, like really huge. So forgive other people, forgive yourself, love yourself. Like, it's okay. It doesn't matter what you weigh. It just matters if you're happy, right? So anyways, that's that. I am here. I'm super happy to email or message or take a call from you, or any way of contact if you want support. I am passionate about this work. I love nothing more. It makes my heart so happy to see other people finding freedom, because dieting forever, it's just really not a good quality of life. So thank you for watching, and I will be here for you. Have a wonderful life. You can do this.